Hello world, this is Imani David giving you a little talk about what I do. As you might know, if you're on this page, I am a novelist, and I often get the question, well, what kind of literature do I write? Well, my answer is always I write literary fiction in the literary impressionist style. Most folks don't know what that means. They don't know what literary impressionism is, so I'm going to try very briefly to talk about that. Literary impressionism, as the name suggests, borrows its name from the impressionist period in paintings and art and in the visual arts. Literary impressionism seeks to get you to feel something, to get a mood going. It is not so keen on giving you details. If you remember the 19th century oil on canvas paintings, it was all about giving you the best detail possible to make the image as real as possible, and that's really fantastic. And then when you get into in the Impressionist period with Monet and these guys, you see that the crisp lines aren't there. It's about giving you the emotion, the feeling. The colors are there, but it's not about making it look real. It's about making you feel something. And so the same thing with literary impressionism. It's about making you feel something, not giving you the crispest picture that you can have about the story. So it may not be, into the story might not be as linear as possible, but you're always going to feel something. So what that means for my literature is that you're going to see characters are going to be very thinly sketched. There's going to be enough sketching of the character for you to get an understanding as to who or what this person is, but I don't go into too much detail about the individual. In this way the reader almost helps me to write the character as well. So I don't want you to spend too much time thinking about this character. I don't want to paint the picture of what this character looks like down to the hair on his face and all of that. That's fine. Victor Hugo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, he spent the first 20 plus pages detailing for you what the city looked like, standing on a terrace. And that's great for that period, but we don't do that in literary impressionism. So I know it's a very long-winded answer, but literary impressionism, will thinly sketch things that aren't as relevant and will work instead on trying to give you a hard feeling, a good, strong emotion to go with the story. And there are lots of ways that you can do that. And of course, there are varying degrees of impressionism. My brand of impressionism is a bit extreme. I will bend the rules of mechanics, and if we want, we can talk about that in a different video, exactly what mechanics are. I will play with time, I'll warp time, I'll bend time, I'll reverse time, I'll do a lot of different things to help punctuate the mood, the feeling I want you to have. So that is literary impressionism. As far as my works go, the two works that I have still on the market, there's one called Anathema Roads. That is the extreme version of my brand of impressionism, and I'll put an image on the screen of that book so you can take a look at it. And then there's a more linear story that is also impressionist in the way that it's put together, but it is not as extreme as Anathema Roads, and that story is called The Bastard. I'll flash that one as well. Again, I just want to keep the video short. Hit me up with any questions. Reach out to me. Subscribe if you want, or just email me or something. If I've left something out, please just leave a comment or add to the material. I'm not an educator, and I'm just doing this because I found a few minutes to make a video, just to give you a little taste on what it is that I do. A better definition for literary impressionism is actually on my webpage at imanidavid.com. There's a link for it. You can check it out. I guess I'll see you guys soon. I have to run out. Cheers. Under 5 minutes. Doing good. Cheers.